UI. It was our last UI in our previous tutorial. So in this tutorial, we are going to be building our login screen. So before we start building our login screen, we are going to there's something we are going to create. Let's cut this out. Okay. Um let's delete this. Okay, let's leave it as it is here. So before that, now what this is what we're going to do. We are going to come to our home screen. We'll come to our home screen, and this is our home screen. What we want to do, we want to create our login and logout. We want to create our login and logout. We've already created a navigation to that, so all we just need to do is to come to our login and logout dot that. Now inside there, now we I created a dot file. And I called it app tools. Okay, now I want us to rebuild what is inside this. Let's delete all these things and just start from the very beginning. Let's delete all this and start from the very beginning. So that you will understand everything I'm saying. We'll delete this, and we'll come into this place also, and we're going to delete this. It doesn't exist. Okay, good. We'll save it. Okay, now this is our login and logout screen. This is our login and logout screen, and this is how it was. This should be how it was before everything. Let's control Z to the point where we left it in our last tutorial. Okay, let's save it. Okay, this is how it was. Now let's start building. Now for us to do that, now let me delete this app tools. Okay, excellent. Now what we'll start building, now we want to create, we already have a folder called tools. So inside this our tools, now what we want to create, we want to create a new dot file, and I'll just call it app tools. Okay, now inside this app tools, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to import material.dat. Okay, now inside this material.dat, now our login screen will have text fields that will contain username, password, and email. So, and this username, password, and emails, we are going to reuse it for our login, and we are going to reuse it also for our logout, and basically for any other thing we want to use it for. So we kind of want to make it universal. We want to be using it each time instead of rebuilding every single time. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to come here, I'm going to create a widget method. So inside this widget, I'll call it app text field. Okay, good. Okay, like so. Now inside this app text field, now it's going to return a new, it's going to return a new container. Okay, now inside this container now this is going to take this app text field is going to take in it's going to take different parameters. It's going to take a child and everything. So all we need to do is we are going to, let's paste this as it was. Okay, now this is exactly what we are going to rebuild inside here. So it has a container and everything. So to start from that, we're going to have a container. Now this container, now we are going to give this container a color. So we are going to decorate our container. So the container is going to take in a new box decoration, then all of that, taking a child and every other thing. Okay, now let's ignore that. Okay, so we are going to give it a new box decoration. Okay, now decoration will give it a color. Let's give it colors. Let's give the colors dot white. Okay, now also we want to give it a border radius. So we give it a border radius, and we say new border radius. Okay, new border radius dot all. Okay, now all, I'll say new radius. Okay, let's just give it a radius of let's give it 25.0. okay, let's give it, okay, being the case, now let's now give it a, okay, now see our box decoration. Okay, now let's give it a child, and this is our child. We give it a new text field. and this our text field is going to take in decoration. We'll say new input decoration. Okay, now we have different things here. We have hint text. Okay, we have hint text, and let's give our hint text, let's say hint text. Okay, then we should have a prefix icon. It all depends on your choice. So we give it prefix. You have prefix icon, you have suffix icon. So we have a prefix icon. We could say a new. We could say new icon, and we'll say icons dot let's say person. Okay, like so. Then for now, let's test this. Let's copy this app text field. Then we'll come to our logout. Now inside this our logout, now we want to get rid of this inside our login screen. We want to get rid of this center and everything. So we'll just delete it and we'll just create here. We'll say create a new single child scroll view. Now inside our single child scroll view, we want to give it a child, and this child is going to take in a new. We're going to take a new column because we need a column. Okay, the column will take children. Then children will just paste this app text field inside it. And then you would still have to import it inside, and let's see what's going to give us. Okay, now this is what we have. We already have a field here. We have a field you could write something on. So that's amazing. Okay, now let's keep going. So what I want to do now, I want to make this look beautiful. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to give it a background color, and I'll say background color is I'll give it theme dot of context dot primary color. Then I'll save it. Okay, that's good. So this is what I'm going to do now. I'll come up to this our app text field. Okay, now this is our app text field. Now I want to customize it properly, so I'm going to give it an optional parameter. It's going to take in an optional parameter. So the first thing I want you to take in is let's see let's say icon. Okay, icon. Okay, then the icon I'll put it I'll write it text icon. Okay, then there'll be a string. Okay, the string I'll call it text hint. Okay, then but not okay, then let's just give this let's give the fixed radius, let's give the 15.0. Let's not add any. Okay, one more thing, let's add let's add let's see, we are going to change this later on, but let's add is obscure. Okay, let's add a boolean. I'll call it is password. Okay, good. Now this is what we are going to do right now inside this hint text now. Okay, inside this hint text now, to prevent this from giving us an error, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to write a code here that will say if text hint is equals to null, if it's equals to null, I want you to return an empty text. Okay, otherwise return hint text hint. Okay, that's to keep it safe. Then also I'm going to, for this icon, I want to put, okay, so what I want to save this icon. So there will only be an icon if only if the icon is not equals to null. But let's save this. Okay, now I think we are a bit safe here. It did not really give us any error. Okay, because it's equals to null, so it's empty. Okay, so now let's see what we are going to do about this prefix icon. Okay, now this prefix icon, what I'm going to do here, I will say if text icon is equals to null, I want you to return a new container that has nothing inside it. Otherwise, give me the new icon. Okay, that's correct. There was no problem there. Then inside this text field, there's this parameter we call obscure text. Obscure text. Okay, obscure text is password. If its password is equals to null, obscure text should be false. Okay, otherwise let it be true. Let it be its password. Okay, so this is just going to safeguard this our fine text field we've designed. Then let's see what else we want to add here. Probably we want to add a margin around it. Okay, there's one more thing. That's one more thing. Let's add a text editing controller. Then we'll call it controller. We'll call it controller. Okay, now in this our text field, now we'll add a controller, and this controller will be this controller. Okay, then it's going to give me an error. Okay, there's no controller, so there's no error actually. Okay, then let's see what else do we want to add here. Okay, let's see username, password. Basically I don't think there's anything we want to add, so let's come back here. Okay, sorry, let's add a margin. Let there be a kind of margin between up and down and everything. So okay, we could add, let's give it a margin. Let's add a padding into this container. Let's pad this container. Okay, then we want the padding, we just want it only. Okay, let's just give it let's say left. Okay, let's just add something else here. Okay, let's add let's call it double, and we'll call it side padding. Okay, now here we'll just give it here, we'll give it side padding. Okay, let's see what's the error here. It says argument constant creation must be an expression, invalid constant value. Okay, let's see. Let's say final double. It says arguments of constant creation must be constant expression. Okay, this is the reason. New edge, remove this. Okay, then we have right, we still give it side padding, and I'll just see if it's gonna give me, yeah, it gave me an error, so let's safeguard this side padding. Okay, now what I'll just say here is I'll write a statement. I'll say if side padding is equals to null, return 0.0, otherwise side padding, and we'll safeguard this. Okay, let's try it again. Let's see what it's going to give us. Okay, it said receiver was called null 0.0. Okay, we say side padding is equals to this, and let's see. Okay, it worked fine. Okay, let's do the same thing for this here. Let's do the same thing for this, but we are going to eliminate this. So we'll still come here, and please guys, don't get confused. We'll say text hint. If text hint is equals to null, I want text hint to be equals to this. Otherwise return text hint. Okay, then the same thing happens for this if text container is equals to otherwise return. Okay, the same thing happens here. We have text, return text icon. Okay, so this is what we're going to do. We are still going to come and protect it. We'll still say if text icon is equal to null, if text icon is equal to null, um if text icon is equal to null, we'll say text icon is equals to new container can be assigned a type of okay, a type of value container cannot be assigned to so what can I do? Okay, let's see. Wow. Okay, let's go back to the previous way it was. Okay, let's leave it this way. Okay, good. Now let's come to our login logout and let's finish up our design. Okay, from here now, what are the we will look for our parameters here. We don't have a controller, so we'll say its password is equals to false. It's not a password field. Then what does it want? One side padding. Let's give it a side padding of let's give it 18.0. I'm saving. Let's see what's up. Okay, now we also want to give this thing we want to give it the texting. So the texting we want to give it is let's email address. Okay, let's see. Okay, texting email address. Who knows, probably the color also. Okay, now let's give text icon, and text icon will be new icon to be icons. Okay, dot person or dot email icon data. So we have to change this guy to icon data. So okay, let's see. The icon data is not a subtype of widget. Let's review this and see what is going on actually. Icon data is not the subtype of widget. Icons.email. Still giving me the same error. Okay, let's just icon data. Okay, if previous icon equals this icon, otherwise return new icons. Let's see, new icons. I text see text icon and see. Oh, that's good. Okay, now we've successfully done this properly. So this is what we have. Okay, now let's build this up and make it proper. Okay, now let's give the margin on top. So I want to add a new size box. Okay, that size box, I'll give it a height, and I give the height of let's see 20.0. Okay, give it a height box of 20.0. That's cool. Then let's still recreate this app text again for password. Save it again. Okay, we have the same thing here. We still give it a new size box again. New size box, height of 20.0. Okay. There's a line under. Okay. Okay. Now there is this line under here. So this is what we're going to do. Here want to the lock here. Okay, changes to lock. Now is here will be password. Okay, then let's come back to our app tools. There is something we need to do here. which is enter input decoration border, input border dot none. Okay, since I put input decoration, we have border. We now say border dot, it's there's a border here. Okay, border is input border dot, is it border? Yes, input border dot none. We use input border dot none and we save it, so there's no border line there again. Okay, then so now this is the password field. Now if you type here, it won't tell you the password. Type here, it's just gonna be the same thing. So we safeguard this, at the beginning. So we say password is true. So when we save it, I think we're going to get a kind of password like something here. Okay, then this is basically it's almost like everything we want to do. Then there's one more thing that we can also do for this password stuff. We can create a button. Okay, let's just leave that one for now. Okay, now let's just create we're going to create two controllers. We'll say text editing controller email is equals to new text editing controller. Okay, we'll duplicate it, we'll call here, we'll come here and say password. Okay, now inside this first one we'll give it our controller email, and here also we'll give it our controller password. Okay, so you can be typing here and it won't reflect here because they have two controllers. But if they have the same controller, like let's say email and you save, you will see as you're typing here, it will also be updating down there because it has the same controller. So let's just Control Z. So this method will help you when you have widgets or you have some certain designs that you want to repeat across your UIs. It's simple for you to be easier for you to just have a method outside your class, outside your widgets, to avoid making your widgets design dirty or your codes a bit dirty. So you just have a separate class or something, a separate that file that handles most of your UI logics and all of that. Okay, now this is what I'm going to do right now. The next thing I'm going to create right now, I'm going to create a button for our I'm going to create a button for this login and logout. So I will come here. I would still do the same thing here, but not really. Okay, let's go. Widget, I'll call it okay, let's say let me call it the app button. Okay, now this button now is going to take in a text. I'll give it a string. I'll say app button text. I'll say btn btn text, btn text. Okay, let's add one more thing. We called here side padding, so I'll just come here and I'll say I'll say double. Okay, I'll say double padding button. I'll say btn padding. Okay, let's see. Good. Now let's just return a new container that has a decoration. Okay, as a decoration, new box decoration. We'll have a color. We'll give it a colors dot white. Then it has a radius. We give it a new border radius dot all. The radius wants to give is still the same radius we gave here, so we just give it 15 radius dot all. Sorry. Then still takes a new radius dot circular 15 points O, like so. So okay, now we we want this to look better, so this is what we are going to do. We'll cut this container out of here. Okay, now this is a button, so we use a let's use a new raised button, and the unpressed feature we'll leave it as nothing for now. Then it takes in a child, and we'll pass in this our container inside it. Okay, then this our container should have something special in it to take a child, so we take it and you give it a new, we give it a new center. Okay, center will take a child, then we'll give it a new text, and to take btn, to take our btn text. Okay, okay, then I will still secure this like this. I will say btn text is equals to null. I'll say btn text is equals to null. Btn text is equals to okay, I'll give it a button. Otherwise btn text, close, save problem. Okay, then if padding is equals to null, also the same thing for the padding and everything. So I still do the same thing here. I'll say if padding, bottom padding is equals to null, bottom padding is equals to null, say bottom padding is equals to 0.0, otherwise bottom padding. Okay, we'll save it. Okay, then let's call our app button. Inside is our login logout. Here we'll come here, we'll still put here our app button, and we save. Wow, what a crash. Okay, okay, it said data is equals to no text, blah blah blah. Okay, okay, button text. Okay, let's run it again and let's see. Okay, it said something is equals to null. Let's see what is equals to null here. Data is not equals to null. New text. Bottom text. If bottom text is equals to null, I see the same thing. Text is equals to null. Don't need this. Okay, then let's just see what we could do here. Let's see bottom text. Let's call it login, and let's see. Okay, actually it was because it was to know, but I will try to fix that. Okay, then one more thing, padding. I'll just give the padding of 20.0. Okay, okay, then okay, let's see. Now let's make this look, let's make this look like an actual button. Okay, now this button. Okay, okay, let's see what we are going to do about this button. Okay, now let's add a padding on this our raise button. Add padding, and this our padding is what we want to add. The padding we want to add round, so we'll say button padding. Constant. Okay, button padding. Okay, then our container decoration. Okay, but this button has a color. We give the color colors.white, and we save. Okay, then let's see, it has a radius, I think something like that. Button has some kind of decoration, elevation shape. Okay, it has a shape. New circular rectangular. Okay, then it has a border radius. New border radius dot all. Then border radius, let's give it new circular radius 15.0, and let's see. Okay, then this tells us one thing, that we don't need this decoration, neither do we need this container. Let's try and remove the two of them and leave just a new center here. You see, it's what it tells us, that we don't even need it for any reason. We don't need it for any reason except when we want to assign it a height or something, but minus that, we don't need it for anything. Okay, now this is our text. Now we could just design our text as we please. Like here now, we can see style. We say new text style. Then we say color. We say theme dot of context. Theme dot of context dot primary color, and we save. Oh, there is no context. Okay, we could say okay, button color. Okay, we could create a button color so that we could send in a button color here. So we can say color. We say button. We say button color, but colors cannot be assigned here. So we just come here. We say color. Okay. Then I can still protect this guy by saying that if color is equals to null, I can say if button color is equals to null, button color is equals to colors. I can say colors dot black. Okay, it might be right. Okay, button color, return button color. Then this can save the button color in case there is no button color assigned to it. So here now I can still come here and I give it a button color. So button color, I'll say theme dot of context dot primary color. You see? Then also I can still decide to give it a height. I can still decide to give the button a height. Like sorry, not font size, I mean a font size. I can give my font size 18.0 and it becomes a bit bigger. It's all a matter of choice. So it all depends on what you want. So design to your taste. Bend it. You could bend it to your taste. So let's just make this UI beautiful. Okay, let's give it 30. Okay, let's give here 30. Okay, now this our app bar has a little bit problem. Let's get an elevation of 0.0. Okay, now I remember we eliminated something. We eliminated this our container. So I think let's see if this button could give itself a height. But if it can't give itself a height, then we need to add it we need to add a container actually here. So we just have to add a padding, change it to a container as usual. Then probably give the container a height. Let's say probably 60.0, and it's going to increase it. So anything you want to do, anything, it's your choice, it's your design. Just you bend it to your will, you do it as it pleases you. Okay, it's bigger anyhow you want to do it. You could just bend it to your will as long as it suits you and everything. So let's just give the font size of, let's give it of 18.0, and we save. Okay, now we'll have our login. Okay, now we have our login screen. Then we can also, let's add some other thing here. Okay, now inside this we already have our login, so something we'll call okay, let's keep going. Okay, now I want to add a new text. Okay, I'll add not I'll add not registered, not registered, sign up here. Okay, let's see how it goes. Not registered, sign up here. Then I'll give it a color, style it with a new text style, color, give it colors dot white. Okay, you give it a colors.white. Then it looks beautiful. Colors.white. So here we are going to add this into, we are going to create an on click on this guy. So here I'll just say new, change here to a gesture detector, then remove this padding, and what I'll add here is I'll add an on tap here. Okay, this is the on tap that will take us to our sign up screen, our register screen. Okay, before that, let's try to wrap things up here. Okay, so okay, let's try to wrap things here, wrap up things here. Okay, then we have email, we have password. There's this void callback. There's something we call callback. Let's check something. Okay, okay, on click there's this, yes, there's this void callback. So inside this our raised button, we have, it has an on click parameter or so. Let's see. Raised button should have an on click. On press, yes, on pressed. So on press we change it to on click, or let's say let's rename it to on button click, on btn click. Okay, okay, and I'll still come here and say if button click is equals to null, return. Oh, let's see, it's not going to do anything. It's no. It's not going to do anything. It's no. So there's no on click event added to it. So that's why it's like this. Okay, now let's get to work. Let's see what we can turn out of this situation. Now, there's one more thing I want us to design. Um, I want us to design. Let's add something we call final. Let's say scaffold key. Scaffold key. Scaffold key is because a new want to create a global. Is it global? Okay, global key, and we have what? No, 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 no. It's not this way. Just give me a second. It's not this way. Something. Okay, global key. Scaffold. Oh my god. Okay. Yes, scaffold. Scaffold states. Okay, yeah, I think it's this. Yeah, okay, we need a scaffold key. Okay, then we also need we need a method also in our app tools. We need a method inside our app tools. Now this method, what this method is going to do is going to be displaying our scaffold, our message for us. Like this is what we want to do. We want to create, let's say, show what do you call it, snack bar. It's called a snack bar. Okay, show snack bar, show message, snack bar is the same thing. Okay, now this will give it an optional. I like using the optional. I'll put a string message. Okay, not message. We also like passing in context. Okay, let's just make it this way. let's give it a context, because sometimes we really need a context to work with. Build context. Okay, we give it a context. We give the context. Okay, string message. We give the message. Then we also have okay, let's give it this. Let's leave it this way first. Okay, then we'll have. Okay, let's see. Showing snack bar. Okay, we'll say let's add something else to it. We'll add our final key. Let's final scaffold. Okay, let's give it a key. Okay, then here I will say key dot scaffold key dot. Oh, is this up to? Sorry, let's just get this quick. Where did I do this code? Showing snack bar. Okay, key dot current state scaffold key. Okay, scaffold key dot current state key. Wow, void showing snack bar. No. I have something UI app UI data app basic that I used here. It says show snack bar key scaffold. Okay, this is our method we want to use here. Okay, now this is what we want. This is our message for showing. So here, you can just change it to message. Okay, now we want to show snack bar. Just press show snack bar, then taking a message, take our scaffold key. So that's what we're going to do. Now, what we're going to do now, we want to validate this guy once you click on it. We want to validate this guy once you click on it. So what I'm going to do here now is I'm going to create a function or a method, and it's going to, I'll call it verify. I'll call it verify login. Okay, now this verify login is an on-click function, and this is going to should be inside this our button, like our on button click verify login. Okay, now let's verify our login screen. Now we'll say if, let's create our if function. We'll say if email dot text is equals to this, we want show snack bar show snack bar. Won't it showing snack bar? Show snack bar. Let's see. Okay, it came out. Now this our showing snack bar will say email cannot be empty. Let's see. Okay, now after that we need to put our key here. We need to put our key here, put our scaffold key inside here, and we save. Okay, let's try it again. Email cannot be empty. So this is basically how we use this, how we use it. So we could just make it a bit better. You could bend it to your way. I could say if this is an error, so okay, showing snack bar, we always show snack bar whenever probably there's an error. So inside this showing snack bar, I could just change here to red and give it a very dark color, like 600, and I'll save it, and I'll still click on it. You see, email cannot be empty. So what we're going to do now, let's do this for email, and what we did for password also. So after checking if email is empty, please return. Yeah, we want it to stop there. Then also we want to check if password is empty. Okay, still do the same thing here. If password is empty, we say password cannot be empty. Okay, then there's one thing I wanted to do initially. Inside is our app text field. Okay, now there's something I wanted to do. I wanted to add a suffix icon here. A suffix icon, but the suffix icon is going to be dependent on something. Like if its password is equals to true, I want it to return a new icon button, that has a new icon inside it, and this new icon is going to be dependent on one particular factor. Like I didn't want to make this complicated, but let's just crack it. New icon, and this new icon. Okay, now this new icon is going to be dependent on something. Um, it's going to be. Oh, let's leave this for now. Let's just work with let's just work with what we have here. So we have email here, so I can just put whatever I want to put in here. Now to tell you password cannot be empty. Now put your password. You see, we are good to go. So this is basically how to validate. This is how to validate your user to check whether a field is empty and when a field is not empty. But let's just connect this login to Firebase, and let's also create our sign up also. Okay, now what we've done now, we have checked whether the email is empty and we've also checked whether the password is empty. Now I want us to design something else. I want to create a new I want us to create a new screen, and this screen is going to be our progress screen. So our progress screen, I already have a code on a progress dialog, so I'll just copy our progress dialog from here and put it inside our app tools. Okay, now you will see this our progress dialog. Our progress dialog now is just a stateless widget. Now this stateless widget now returns a new material. This material has a container, has a center, that has a container, that has a margin. Then when this is not really necessary. Okay, then it has a center that has a circular progress indicator, a height, then also has a text saying please wait. Okay, now let's come back to this. Let's display our progress dialog, and we have two methods here: display progress dialog and close progress dialog. Let's copy this, come to our app tools. No, I don't think we need this again. Okay, put this close progress dialog and display progress dialog. Okay, let's import our progress dialog here. Okay, then let me just leave this line of code here, save here. Then here, what I can still come and now say display progress dialog and passing the context inside and close. Now for me to use this context, remember, for you to use a context, you have to create your context, build context. Then here now you now say that you now tell this dot context is equals to your context you're talking about, your build context you're talking about, and you save. Then let's try it. You see, we have our login. You have it here. Okay, then this is just as easy as it gets. Okay, then let's create our sign up screen, because we need to navigate to our sign up screen. So it's not going to be difficult. All we just need to do here, inside our user screen, we'll just come here, create a new dat file, and I'll just call it sign up. sign up. Okay, then inside the sign up I'll now import material dot then create a stateful widget that is going to be sign up. Okay, now this sign up now is just going to return a new scaffold. Okay, a scaffold. I think you just copy our login logout and paste it inside. It's just copying our login logout context and we'll just put inside our sign up. I think no big deal, apart from the fact we have to import certain things. Import this and yeah, just say sign up. Okay, okay, now here now we now have this place that verify login and all of that. Okay, now remember here we just say navigate, no, not really. Okay, we say navigator dot of context. Okay, dot we'll just push. Okay, we say new material route and our builder will just take in a context. Okay, then we'll just pass in our new sign up inside here and we close it. Just import your sign up and bingo, sign up. Okay, then signing up is pretty easy. All we need for signing up, we need email password, we need phone number, then okay, we need first name, email password and phone number. So we could just do that. We could do that, make everything easy. So let's just do our sign up very well. Then here instead of we don't need this not registered for anything. We'll remove this, we'll save it, we'll come here, we'll change it to create account. Okay, now create account. Here we'll now say verify details, change it to verify details. Okay, create account, password, then we can that password here, we can also come here, we'll still say password, re-enter password. Okay, with password, we just take this guy out of here, also put it here. All these things could just be done very easy. Email, password, repassword. So create account, like no big deal, about it. You have to just try to be as creative as possible. So then let's try one more thing. Okay, we want to have one more thing here. So let me just try this. Okay, there's no harm in this. New size box. Okay, I'll give it a height as usual. Give the height of 30.0. Then just close down here. Okay, then I'll paste this guy here. What I'll do here, add this into a role. Okay, inside a new role. Then I'll come here. I'll say I want here to be first name. Okay. Wow. It gives me an error. Gives me a very big error. That's bad. What do we do? Okay, we could just avoid all these things, yeah. We could avoid it, but let's just make it as simple as possible. Let's just remove this role and everything here. We'll just put full name and save it, and voila, this is what we'll have. Your full name, email, password. Then probably you still want to take in the person's phone number, you could still add the phone number there also to don't cause email, full name, phone number. It won't cause any harm. Okay, now the only thing you have to change here is you have to really change this. Yeah, you have to. First of all, you have email, password. Okay, first let's just change everything like this. We have full name. Okay, we have phone number. We have email, we have password. We also want to have the password. Okay, we want to have the password. That's all we have. Okay, then we just pass it inside here. Here we have full name. Full name just takes in a person. We save it. Okay, phone number we take in cell phone, or just put it phone. Put the phone number. Okay, phone number, email, password, and the password. So the only thing there is we could still come here and add one more code here, like phone number, we could still like add something here in this text field. We could say input type, or is it keyboard? There's something here. We have input keyboard type, which this keyboard type takes in text input type. Okay, so here I can still come here and add something here. I can say text input type, keyboard type, text type. I can just say text type and just close it. Now I can say here if text type is equals to null, just to say text type is equals to text input type dot text, otherwise text type. Simple. Then here we just return text type. Simple. But it's not as simple as it is. It's still giving an error. Says new text field was shown on exemption. Tell me to fix yourself. Keyboard type is not equals to null. Keyboard type is not equals to null. Let's see. Keyboard type is not equals to null. If keyboard type is equals to null, return text input type dot text, otherwise text input type dot type. Let's see text input type. Let's see. I can say this. I can say text input type. Text input type is equals to null. I could tell it to return text input type dot text, otherwise return text type. I think it would go better now. Simple. I don't know why it's giving that kind of big error. Okay, then in this phone number, this is our phone number. I can just say text type. I will now say text input type dot number and save. Like in the create account, create a phone number, gives you this. You could scroll, you see your phone number type. So then let's just do our verification here. You know the normal verification process. You just have to do the same thing as we did in the previous one. We'll just come here. What we want here is want full name not to be empty. Full name can't be empty, cannot be empty. We want phone number is equal to this. Phone number cannot be empty. Cannot be empty. Then email, a password is equal to null. Okay. Then same thing with the second password verification is just repassword is equal to this. We'll just say repass cannot be empty. Then we just do one final stuff. We now say if password text dot to text is not equals to repass dot text, password don't match. Okay, so that's what it is. So we just have to prepare everything as it is. We have full name. We have a full name. Let's go back a bit. We have full name. Okay, we have full name. We have phone number. Changes to our phone number. Okay, then we have our email address. We have email address. We have password. We have should have here the password, and we just save it. So create account tell you full name cannot be empty. So it can't be empty. So this is it. This is our login and this is our sign up. This is our login and this is our sign up screen. But another thing we have to there's one more thing I want to talk about, but we'll talk about it in our next tutorial. We'll talk about it in our next tutorial. So guys, thank you for watching and stay well. In our next tutorial, what we'll be talking about, we'll authenticate this login and also authenticate our sign up screen. So thank you guys for watching. God bless. Stay safe. Don't forget to like and don't forget to subscribe, and please share to your friends. Thank you. Have a blessed day.